Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we're going from rank 144 Mythic all the way up to rank 88 Mythic, playing Mono Red, no mice. No mice! No mice at all! We're not running Heartfire here, we're not running Monastery Swiftsfoot, we're not running Monstrous Rage, we're not running Emberheart Challenger, we're not running Manifold Mouse, we're not running Slick Shot Show Off. We're not running any of those cards. We're running a different Mono Red. We're just mixing it up. I will admit, we're splashing white for Shelter by Ghosts, which is a very meta card. I just couldn't bear the thought of reducing the power level of my mono red deck just to lose to the mirror, and Shelter by Ghosts is the killer of the mirror. So I threw white in there for that. But otherwise, we get to play some other cards that don't get as much love. We got 4 copies of the Strom Kirk Noble. Very good 1-mana 1/1 from Foundations. Gets a +1 counter when it deals combat damage to a player, so it stacks up quite nicely. We're keeping the Hired Claw, which I understand is meta, but it's not a mouse, so we're keeping it. A single copy of Kellen, which can be leveled up to get some extra pseudo draw power and eventually maybe even double strike. We got Charming Scoundrel, which nobody has seen in ages, but just a classic 2-mana 2/2 haste. If you want instead, you can discard a card, draw a card. If you want instead, you can get a treasure token, which allows us to play 22 lands and a little bit more 3-drops because we can hit that land or treasure a little bit easier. A single copy of Inti, which doesn't get as much love as it should. Card's totally fine, kind of a pseudo draw engine. You can attack, discard, get something +1/+1, and trample, which is relevant, and then exile a card and play that. 4 copies of the Seer Slicer Goblin, which I think is a very good card from Foundations. We're keeping 4 Nemesis, which is classic, but we're adding in a single copy of Breaches, a 3-mana 3/3 with first strike and some extra text, which is all good, and a single copy of Squee, an oldie, a goodie that has not received much love, and 3 copies of Witchstalker Frenzy. So we got a ton of removal. Burst Lightning, Lightning Strike, Shelter by Ghost, and Witchstalker Frenzy, trying to clear the way for a Seer Slicer Goblin going wide. That's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play with no 1-drop creature. Well, let's hope they have a 1-drop. I think we'll still keep it. Need some more land too, look at all these expensive cards in hand. Okay, I guess we could kill that. I mean, it does block the Goblin, which is our next play. Oh boy, this is not really what I super want to see. I'm getting nervous. So I guess this is going to be like Dimir Flash, right? Is that what we're looking at here? I think so. Esper. Esper enchantment pixie pickup. Well, we could attack and frenzy this thing. It's not bad, I guess. Zap. It's a goblin. Makes the next frenzy a little bit cheaper. Talon returns. 1/1 blocks us pretty well. Other talent. Are they gonna run any instant speed stuff for 1 black? I think the answer is no. I think we don't have to worry about prowess is what I'm trying to figure out. I think we just toss Squee at him. I don't really think they're gonna prowess here. Just you guys? Maybe I'm forgetting something. No, they dropped to 13. Make another goblin. Not so bad. We're at 17. 4th land. Scavenger coming out a little bit late. Probably a top tech at some point. There's the ghosts. That matters. Squee down. We have a super cheap frenzy to target it though. But we'd have to do it after we already enter combat, so we won't get the Squee. Yeah, we could shelter. Excuse me, we could shelter the shelter. I think it's attack all and just frenzy the scavenger. That seems to be the better play, I think. Okay, zap you. Pay the ward 2. So we don't get the Squee attack, but we continue to get some Seer Slicer Goblin action. Want it down to 8. Goblino's going wide. They scoop. All right, I was pretty nervous off the bat. I'm glad that worked out for us. No mice, mono red. 1 lander. You can't keep that. You shouldn't keep this. I think you should mulligan it. Okay, much better. We might put back a land here and hope to hit another one later. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll hit that next land. It'll happen. We got stuff to do. Mono black. Think they have cut down here? I feel like they do. I don't know if I want to give them the goblin yet. There is stick. I think they got the cut down. See if they let us move to combat. No. One claw down. Okay, hold on to burst lightning. Would have to kill a bat right here, otherwise we may end up going face. There's the bat. Nice. Looks like we'll get a goblin trigger. Zap you. Okay, doing the best we can on the mulligan. Goblin it is. To the face, here we come. First damage of the game. Going wide. Do nothing. Okay, treasure's not bad off the scoundrel. Unless it's nemesis next turn. Don't think we need to draw a discard. Looks like goblin's going down, sadly, I imagine. They let us pick first. I do think we're going treasure here. Yeah, they should kill the goblin. Yeah, cut down. Okay. We're trying. 1 damage at a time. Mono black to 14. Ah, bat has to take the lightning strike here, basically. Doesn't have to, but they take the nemesis. Okay. Do we want to waste the lightning strike here? I think basically yes. We can level up the claw too. Alright, get him. Sack the treasure. Opponent with no removal down to 9. What's that hand? That doesn't make sense. All 5 drops or like all annexes. Liliana. Not very effective against this. Oh, discard. +1. Okay. And another removal spell and the last cut down. That's interesting. I mean, they have 1 card left. I guess we take the Liliana here. It's definitely not ideal. But if we do nothing, they can just plus it away if they really want to. And this puts on slightly more damage. Fortunately, they kill the scoundrel to get back Liliana, then minus our last creature away. Okay, we have no way through the 2/4 yet. Last card's a land. We do have more scoundrels in the deck. We could draw discard the Thrawn Portal away. It's very unlikely we need it. Okay, top deck war. Opponent runs 20 removal spells. Can they find one for the scoundrel? Not yet. They do risk the lightning strike blowout. No, they let it through. They don't risk lightning strike. We'll play out the goblin. Okay. I think they drew a land last turn. I mean, they definitely did, right? Their eye on the bloodletter. Annex comes out. Start draining. It's too bad. Another goblin. No lightning strike, sadly. We keep going here. Okay, we're holding on to the Thrawn Portal in case we're drawn to a scoundrel. I want to draw discard it. Alright, they finally... Oh, it's just duress. Man, we're looking out. It's a stalemate. We have 7 damage here. Nope. We have 5 damage here. And they're at 8. Not so helpful top deck. We're getting low too. Oh, we just lose this coming turn, right? They attack for 8 and then double it. And there's nothing we can do about it. So, that's game. Yeah, a lightning strike or burst lightning or something. We're close to getting there. Witchstalker Frenzy, another shelter. There were ways to win, but it wasn't going to happen this time. That's okay, they already have lethal.
Those who get in my way
Unless they are very preoccupied and miss it. Drop a creature. They just need to attack all here.
Heard of personal space?
Oh, Okay, they leave us in the game. Right, that would have been double damage. I mean, we've still lost here, but... I mean, if they don't see lethal, who am I to tell them otherwise? There is stick, so they will probably pick off one of our creatures here, but it's okay. The game's over, except that they don't seem to realize it's over. Yeah, I mean, we'll scoop here, right? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. They should have it. They'll figure it out next turn. They didn't figure it out last turn, but they'll figure it out this time. This turn. It's game. On the play. We definitely keep this. Do we go Noble first or Hired Claw? Is the question. I think you go Noble. Just see if they stumble at all. We can go Claw, Lightning, and then Claw next turn. Oh, they do stumble. Let's go. Triple Claw. Okay. Get in for 1. +1 counter. Cannot be blocked by humans. We'll see if that text is relevant at all. Okay. That's fine. This can be white and we're still fine. We'll drop the last claw. Attack and level up one of these guys. Triple ping. Okay, can't complain about that. Pretty reactive for a tokens deck. Not amazing, I would say. We can level up some more claws, though. I think it'll be the small ones again. They let us move to combat, though. So they really want us to invest the mana first. Okay, it's evenly distributed. Let's see what you got. Okay, creature sacked. Down to 8. Burst Lightning in hand. I mean, you'd think they'd play some tokens, right? Virtue Loyalty. But not yet. That'll let us Burst Lightning next turn. Let's move to combat yet again. Down to 6. We will keep going. Okay, do you have one more removal spell? Dude, it's just mono removal. Cathar Commando. Alright, you are almost dead, friend. We will Burst Lightning face unless you can respond with some kind of life gain here. Artifact or enchantment, okay. Making a double block. It's fine. Sure. Is there any way they can gain life? I think we'll just go for the full burst. I can't think of a reason not to. Nope, got him. Just in case. You could do one and then play the Inti, but I don't know. Maybe they run the 3 mana, like, what is it? Draw a card, then gain life for every card in your hand? Something like that. Not sure. On the draw. Yeah, it's okay. I guess we can keep this. Mold to 6. Mono green. No 1-drop. Mono green again. Holy moly. What is this? Rampant. Do we just kill this thing? In theory, we can Goblin. They tap it to play their 4-drop. We Shelter by Ghosts, the big 4-drop, and we swing in and get that first trigger. Okay, what's that card do? Manifest Dread. Whenever a face-time opponent you control enters search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Wow. Alright. Plan, I think, remains the same here. Oh, you don't have to burn the Shelter now. Presumably, though, our ramping into stuff we'll need removal for. So I guess we just Lightning Strike here to start. Kaito Cunning Infiltrator. Goodness gracious. Alright, we have no idea what we're up against here. Threats around every corner. Part 2. 1 blue open. Actually, 2 men open with the wild guide. That is a ton of ramp, dude. That's cool. We are still stuck on land, though. They have 2 men open, kind of. They could have a crazy creature under here as well. Alright, maybe just lightning strike on the 2/2 and do nothing. Elf, okay. No attacks. We'll try to shelter it next turn, I guess. Put a +1 counter on this creature. What a card, dude. Another threats. My goodness. This dude is going to have so much mana. What are they ramping up to? A Nissa. That's scary. Holy moly. Dude only runs basics. He's kind of killing it with this card. And we still don't have any good attacks, sadly. Finally have the next land. And we know it's just not bad here at all. Definitely give it a go. There is some stick that could flip this freaking face down card. It could be anything. Well, I think they can do it on our turn. Is it only sorcery? No, I'm pretty sure it's not. To tap it for blocking. They do level this up. It's an Archdruid. Huh. Very interesting. I mean, there's got to be a payoff. There's got to be a huge payoff. Doubling season. One or more tokens under your control. Weird, but now we're kind of on the front foot here. Could probably put this on the Nemesis, I suppose. Yeah, I don't need to trade the goblin just yet. They eat it all, they don't block, which is kind of interesting. They're that afraid of Monstrous Rage. Okay, we finally see a big creature. Draw 2, discard 1. Looks like they're going to interact with the Nemesis somehow. So what to do here? Could attack first and ask questions later. I mean, I'd love to see what that card in hand is before I deploy the next Shelter by Ghosts. Just get back to 2/2, it's not a big deal. Block there. Is that it? Two damage. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to kill the flip hits. You can't gain life. I mean, maybe this last card is nothing then? I think we will try to target the flip hits. Even if they bounce a token, like we don't really have that much else to do. If we just want to be mana efficient, we could also drop the Scoundrel. And just make a treasure. Let's try this. I don't want to give him the draw if we can. Alright, I think they've got nothing in hand then. Going super wide, unless they run Season of Weaving. Could be okay. It's a classic ramp problem. They did an incredible, mind-blowing job ramping, but you also have to draw into the thing you want to ramp into. And it's unclear if they'll get there. What does this thing do? Create a token that's a copy target. Holy moly. Alright, they've done whatever it is they're trying to do. Kicker 5. Create 5 of those tokens instead. They have 10 tokens, but all we have to do is block 1, yeah? So now we take 28 damage, drop to 2. They can pick off something, but it looks like we'll still get there, right? Drop to 3. 1 damage could go, not to the Scoundrel, it goes to face. Drop to 2. And then we just win here, right? Good game, yeah. Okay. Wild game. Kudos to the opponent for doing something different. Kudos for actually being able to pull this off and it looking kind of sick. We just, because of the Shelter by Ghosts, we just had just enough life to get there. On the draw, it's okay. Demand answers. 2-mana instant. Okay, so I think they're going to be a reanimator type thing. Yeah, I'll try to get the Noble in early. Sacrifice an artifact or discard a card, then draw 2 cards. I think they're going to be Rakdos Reanimator. Oh? Yeah? Discard a card or sacrifice a land. If you do, draw 2 cards. Okay. Well, do we keep getting the nobles in there while we can? I think we do. Two acquired. Green. Jund Reanimator. Carnosaur. That's a card. Get that white down. Alright. Keep going. We got Sheltered by Ghosts for that first round of reanimation. We'll see if they go turn 4 Zombify Carnosaur, Discover 5. Could be pretty good. That's kind of a cool deck construction idea. Turn 3 Carnosaur removal into turn 4 Zombify. Yeah, there it is. Let's see how good it is. Into removal. Yeah, very solid. Discard something else to reanimate. No, discard Highway Robbery. That's a good sign for us. Discard a card or sack a land. Discard a land from hand. Alright. I think we'll just put this on the 1/1. We'll take more red. And we'll keep pushing. Down to 7. Kind of close to finding lethal. Even if they kill this, get back a blocker, play another blocker, we attack all, get in for any amount of damage. Close to getting to that 4 damage lethal range. Maybe they use a pain land. Alright, they do get another trigger here. Carnosaur returns. Bitter Reunion, not a bad thing for us. Not the worst case, at least. Been a Badlands Revival. 5-mana return creature card graveyard to the battlefield. Return up to 1 target permanent card graveyard to your hand. Okay. Yeah, we're getting very close to winning here. I think it's attack all. Level up both claws. There is stick, but I think it's just the Bitter Reunion. We'll see if they have like cut down or torch the tower. It's hard to make these decks. You can't fit everything in. Something's got to go. And maybe it's their 1-mana removal spells. I guess not if they're letting us move to combat. Okay. Level up. That would bring them to 0 this turn. Okay, let's just go for it. There's a chance they could win next turn. They could like reanimate some 12/12, give everything haste. Like, who knows what they could do. So, if we can win this turn, let's go ahead and do it. 121 Mythic. On the play with no 1-drop. I think this might be a mulligan. This feels too slow for what we're trying to accomplish here. It's a 1-drop. Hopefully we don't have the 2-drop. I will keep this. I think we'll put away the portal and assume that we either draw lands or playables over the next couple turns. Green. Ooh, baby. Alright. Well, yeah, let's definitely kill that immediately. What are they going to have for targeting? Anything? I think we can safely just shelter away here. I don't think they'll have much removal at all, right? Is that right? Am I crazy? It's been a while since I played this deck. I mean, they want a lot of hexproof stuff to protect their own creatures. I'm having trouble remembering if they'd really have any removal at all. White. Okay, 2/2, we can zap you. I guess we just keep them off toxic here. We could have fished for the mistake. I guess we could have attacked first. Seen if they blocked and level up the claw in response. I probably wouldn't have made that mistake though. Yeah, I don't think there's space for removal. I think we're okay on the call to just run out shelter immediately. 114 Mythic. We're almost top 100. We're getting there. On the draw. Looks good enough. Troy 170. It's the mirror, but we got a nice burst lightning ready for them. I'm okay if they're aggro. I think we prefer that over Boros tokens. Okay, first creature down. I guess we'll play this out just in case we need it. Breaches, what are you doing in here, man? Are you right for this deck? We're gonna put you to work this game. You got work to do. Double strike returns. They do tap out though. Okay. We really wanna kill everything, don't we? I think we'll kill one of these now. If we wait, we could also Witchstalker Frenzy. That's pretty greedy, but it is a option. I think you just take out the double strike while you can. If they want to trade, that's fine. If they trade, I think we're totally happy. It's fine with me. I mean, at some point they should run out of creatures. Ideally. Good lucks. There's a stick here. They don't go for it, so they could have the rescue, so we have to play around that now. You are not a pirate, sadly. I don't think we're going for the frenzy, given the information about the stick. You'd think it'd be a rescue. And they're definitely thinking about something here. Do nothing. It feels like a Shard Mage rescue. We don't really want to run into Monstrous Rage 4/4. Does eat the reverse rate. They do nothing again though. Nemesis. Last card could still be Frenzy. How do we play around this? We probably just want more cards. We could take the trigger and eat the Nemesis damage, I guess. It's gonna hurt if they Shard Mage rescue. I mean, it's gonna hurt. They block the 2/2. We go for the Frenzy, then they rescue. But we gotta get through it somehow. I think we're gonna take the exile the top card. Land. Not so great. I still think they might have Shard Mage rescue. I think we let them eat both these things. Oh, they do go for it. I mean, we can zap it now, which means we just lose one of them as opposed to both. Which is perhaps worth it. Okay, we now eat 5, or lose the breaches. Breaches down. And I guess we level you up, drop to 8? Do you really want to do that? I guess so. Potentially discourages the challenger if they totally whiff on more enchantments. Okay, that's huge. They don't actually have it all. I mean, these are okay attacks here. This means they have no enchantment in hand. I think is what that means. They're looking at their hand. They didn't attack with the challenger when we're at 8, which made me feel like they had nothing. Okay, but now they're acting like they definitely have something. But they're going to run into Lightning Strike? Creature you control, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. So this is actually the perfect scenario for us. We zap you and level up the claw. And you get prowess, but you do not survive the 3/4. So it's big, and now we just see if they whiff at all. They scoop 16-7, dude. You could still win there. I think it's the shame scoop. The scoop of shame, 102 Mythic, almost top 100, playing no mice, mono red aggro. Yeah, Boros mono red aggro. On the draw, very reasonable to keep. Green, again, I've never seen so much green in my entire life. We'll get the noble in there. Opponent's got to read it. They've never seen this card before. They've only seen mice. Ooh, top deck Dad on Golgari. You don't love to see that. Inti's not bad. We could cycle away some frenzies we don't need. We might actually need them for like Glissa though. Scoundrel's okay for just a little more damage, I guess. I think Inti's good. We're not going to use it now. We'll decline. We'll keep everything around for a bit. But if they tap out for a creature, we can cycle a land, we can attack, we can play the frenzy. Okay, nothing. Wow. I mean, we will want the frenzy for the next Hauntwood's next turn. Maybe it's just Scoundrel and Claw here. I don't know if we're discarding anything to the Inti just yet. I mean, our hand, I think, is pretty good for what we're facing. So I think it's just normal turn. Don't think we need the treasure. I think we just take the Wicked Roll. Could put it anywhere. I think on itself is basically fine. We're planning to Witch Stalker Frenzy, whatever this next blocker is anyway. If they go, you know, turn 5 sweep, we'll be a bit more sad. I think we're declining. To 13. Stromkirk Noble. 1 mana 3/3. If it's a sweeper, we cry. No, they're thinking. Okay, not a sweep, maybe? No deadly cover-up? Bitter Triumph, I like that. Land down. Liliana, that's okay.
This fight finished before brunch.
I think the Claw goes here. Maybe it's the Scoundrel that goes. I like the Inti around. Because I don't have a whole lot going on this turn anyway. I think you can go here. I think you can go face. I think we'll discard the land. Shouldn't really need it. And hopefully we hit a playable. Cool. It is, in fact, a playable. And I guess we'll level up the Claw as well, though we don't need to now. To 8.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Creature. Level up. Painland's coming in hot. Down to 14. Still, it wasn't a sweeper last turn. Okay, there goes our pseudo draw engine. One more land, and they are ready to go. Burst Lightning's not bad. Here we come. There's stick, but it could just be from the cottage. We'll go ahead and level this up. When it drops to 5. Burst Lightning in hand. They'll flip the Hauntwoods. Question is, do they hit more removal or just leave open a cottage? Okay, this is kind of a rough turn because someone dies to the cottage, but I guess we Burst Lightning in the subsequent turn. Or maybe the cottage is the thing we zap with the frenzy, actually. That way we can prevent them from gaining life. Or if they have nothing, then we hit for 2 and I guess win this very turn. Alright, looks like we get there then. Well, we'll see if we crack top 100 Mythic. Playing 0 mice. Red. 102 Mythic. What do we got here? 88 Mythic. Oh my god, we jumped so much off that one game. Cool. I think we'll call it there. Yes, I did have fun. Thank you for asking. If you enjoyed this video, playing some mono red-esque builds with 0 mice, and yeah, you enjoyed it, then leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.